What's up, everybody? Jake, your resident content cowboy here, Yeehaw, and I wake up this morning to everyone furious about the announcement of Draft in Pokemon Unite, but not specifically the announcement of Draft, but how Draft is being implemented in the game. And I want to do a couple things in this video. Of course, I want to talk about it, I want to get into it, my thoughts on it, why they may have done what they've done, and also... All right, let's just start, because I have a lot of opinions on this. First off, I will say this. I did spend a lot of time yesterday talking to the people at Pokemon Unite. They call me about all of these big decisions, and they ask me what I think. And then I decide whether or not they go into the game. I'm kidding, obviously. That's a joke about this tweet right here. Someone in one of the, I think it was on Chris's video, said, this is all Spragels' fault for saying we're not ready for draft. So Timmy was like, oh, okay. Let me be clear. If I controlled this game, you guys would love me. I'm telling you, but I don't. So here we go. A few things for the ranked season. EX licenses are back starting February 27th. There will be no EX limit. So we had EX removed from ranked last season, Mewtwo, and Zacian. And now they are back, Mewtwo, Zacian, and Miraidon. I'll talk about that here in a minute. Ranked match draft mode. It will start on the 27th, and it will be the Pokemon selection will begin in draft mode when all 10 players have a master rank points of 1,400 or more. Now, at the current point in this season, if you're ranked 1,700 master rank points, you're not even in the top 10,000. So I don't think this is as small of a group as we thought, but I'm going to give the negatives and positives about this. The negatives are, I think draft should just be in master rank, and then after it's in master rank, I think they should move it to ultra, vet, and then it should be in all forms of the ranked mode. In general, ranked should be in all ranked modes of Pokemon Unite, but this is the first season we have ranked. So I'm not furious that it's not in the entirety of ranked right now. I do think if we like this and people are excited about this change and they let Pokemon Unite know that they like having ranked here with draft, I think it will continue to expand. That's even what they said in their last letter. So I understand that this is not ideal, but also this is exactly what they said they were going to do. And if people like it, I'm sure it will expand. You can move it to other ranks. They even said that in the last letter. So I understand people are mad, but okay. One thing that I think is interesting about this is if 10 players are over 1,400, you have, in theory, a more competitive game. And now that game is going to look even more competitive with draft. I think that is a positive. If I'm going to be like pie in the sky, hoping for what this means, I wonder if most players in the game that aren't that good, when they play the ranked mode, they hit master rank, and once they kind of hit 1,200 or so, they stop for the season. I'm wondering if Pokemon Unite has noticed that the most dedicated players to the game, the players that play a lot of ranked and do well, are over 1,400 points. And what they're doing is hopefully creating a ranked environment that is better for that group of players. This music that just turned on is like way too intense. I don't even know if you can hear it, but it's like club music. I'm like, dude, I'm talking about draft mode and ranked right now. I can't handle the club. So I don't love this. I would have just done it in master rank to start. I think one thing that I'm seeing a lot of people get upset with is the idea that this is just in master rank. I'm seeing a lot of people tweet about that. And what I think we should probably keep in mind is that we live in the reality we live in, not in the reality that doesn't exist from years ago. So imagine that there is a giant tree outside your house and you think all the time, boy, we should trim that tree, because if that tree falls or the branches fall, it's going to mess up I have a big tree near my house. This is so specific to me. Boy, I hope we trim that tree so these branches don't fall and mess up my house. And then the branches fall and mess up your house, and you go, man, we should have trimmed that tree. Yeah, I know, but that's not the reality we live in right now. The reality we live in right now is there's a big tree, and it would be better to start trimming that tree right now. So what I'm trying to say is, why won't anyone trim this tree near my house? What I'm trying to say is, We don't live in a world where this is 2 years ago and they should have added draft to ranked a long time ago. This is where we are right now. They're adding it to master rank right now. I would like them to expand it, and I think if players are excited about it, they could expand this to other modes. We also have like the announcement of the Hollowware from Yeehaw, which we knew about. Zoroark looks absolutely insane, but Yeehaw is looking pretty good. I think in general, I get why people are upset, but I do think we asked for draft and ranked. They're adding it. And what we need to keep doing as a community is saying that this is a good addition and we want to see it expanded. Yes, of course we would like it added to all of ranked mode. Of course we want it added to ultra rank and then all the ranks before it. Of course we want draft in the most serious mode in this game. Now, something that I was also told about here is, let's see. Where was it? Let's see. I'll just look at me. Hold on, everybody. Where am I? Where am I, dude? Jake. Hi. So, I was also told this. So this is something that someone extrapolated from El Chico Eevee's tweet about this, right? It is this. It is that once you hit master rank, you kind of access this queue at 1400, okay? I don't know if you can decide whether you want to play in that queue or not, or if just once you hit 1400, you're sort of in that queue. The queue times could be longer, but they could be looking for players that are also 1400 so they can provide you a draft game. This is what people have been talking about for a long time that they want in Pokemon Unite. They want stricter matchmaking, and they want the queue times to slightly increase so that they can match those games faster. If players don't want that queue, they would either queue standard, or if there was a separate queue for ranked without draft, they would do that. Essentially, this is kind of what people have been talking about for a long time, is having a more serious ranked mode inside of Pokemon Unite. And now we're seeing the growing pains of having a more serious ranked mode inside of Pokemon Unite. It's not going to be perfect at first, and maybe it will be bad. Maybe they're going to do this in a very bad way. But I think what we love to do as a community, for whatever reason, is get really upset when we have little information. We just don't have a lot of information yet, and we don't know what this is going to feel like inside the game. Would you have done it different? Yeah. Would I have done it different? Yeah. When they called me and asked me what Pokemon to balance and how to implement draft, is this what I told them? Of course. I control this game. Don't you understand? But I do think draft coming to ranked is good. And what we want is for them to continue to expand it. And that's what we need to do. We need to tell them to continue to expand ranked with draft, and have more players who don't want that play standards, and have players that do want that play ranked. I understand people are upset by some of these decisions, but at the same time, like, we were really upset about rank protection cards. They weren't anything. We were upset about shiny spray. We don't even have shiny spray yet, and we're mad about it. But apparently, shiny spray doesn't have a stat effect. I don't know if it ever did or it didn't. But here's the good news. I wanna hit you with some good news right now. All right? Look how tired I am. Okay? This is having a 2-month-old at home. I want to hit you with some good news. The shiny spray situation and this draft situation. If shiny spray never had stats attached to it, great. If shiny spray did have stats attached to it, I have a video about this on my channel if you want to learn more. If shiny spray, the thing that was found in the leak, did have stats attached to it, and the Pokemon Unite community saying they hated that idea got them to change it, then continuing to talk about what we want to see in the game and what we would like to see out of this draft mode could get a more robust and a better mode for the entire game. I know that people love to be upset at Pokemon Unite. I get it. It feels like it's some people's full-time job. But I don't think this is the most upsetting thing I've seen in this game. So draft is in 1400 master rank of Pokemon Unite. It probably should be in a lower mode. But if we like draft, and we want it and players are excited about it, they can continue expanding draft. I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments. I just think it's important to recognize this is the reality we're in right now. We haven't had draft in this game in years. It's not been in the ranked mode of this game. They're adding it right now. They've said that they want to expand it. It seems not that unreasonable to me. I have to be honest. I would have done it differently, but again, we would all do a lot of things differently. I don't know. Just seeing this, I'm not surprised, but man, the community is very upset about this, and it doesn't seem that unreasonable. It really doesn't. 1400 in master rank is a pretty low bar, and you'll be there very soon. And again, it's not like it's like the 1%. It's not like it's the smallest amount of the player base. Again, you can be 1700 ranked in the game right now, and you're not in the top 10,000 players. So I do think this is not perfect, but I'm kind of shocked everyone's so mad. I would love to hear from you. I understand some of you are very upset. And yes, once again, I do control the game and all of its balance. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. I'll see you all next time.